I used to be very thin talaga. Thin, with regular menstruation.
Okay.
But late 2015, sometime around December or November, I was diagnosed with PCOS. That time ang PCOS, hindi pa siya basically well explained. Dito na si PCOS nag-strike sa health ko. Nung nag-start akong mag-breastfeed, tapos in-stop ko na lahat. As in, kasi syempre, when you're breastfeeding, hindi ka pwedeng mag-diet. Kaya din siguro, I started having hypoglyce, especially ng afternoon. Tapos, yung weight ko, as in, ang laki ko, I started gaining weight. Super drastic yung pag-change ng weight ko from size 2 to size 8. As in, ang laki. Tapos, ang baba na ng confidence ko. Sabi na ng mga brother ko, mukha na daw kong aparador, mukha na daw kong gasol. Aside from the hypoglyco, drastic weight gain, meron pa akong migraine, chronic migraine. Mainit, malamig, whenever I'm stressed, ang sakit. So, parang binabasag talaga siya. Nahihilo na ako talaga, nagsushoot up yung blood pressure ko. Kahit walang trigger.
How did you come across Simply Nature PPARS?
Nalaman ko siya through Ma'am Jansen and Sir Shyan. So, they introduced PPAR to me kasi one time we were having lunch. So, very big yung appetite ko. Akong excusin, Ma'am, always tired meal. Ako, he looks 30s, 20-something, mga ganon. So, sabi ko, gusto ko ako din. Kailangan, paglaki ng anak ko, mukha lang kaming friends. When I started using PPARS, first month pa lang. Actually, first week pa lang, I started texting them na, Sir Shyan, Ma'am Jocelyn, I don't have episodes of migraine at all. Kasi yun talagang kita ko. Kasi everyday nafe-feel mo eh. Wala, even if it's cold, it's hot. Yes, kasi sabi nilang, hirap daw, sabi ng doctors, once you got diagnosed with DM2 or diabetes, it's really hard na i-reverse.
Exactly. How did your doctors react?
They were amazed yung OB ko. First time, kasi OB ko na sila before pa eh. So, first time, since 2015, kahit ako, first time naming makakita ng clear, normal.
Guys, just to let you know, as you can see on your screen, the result actually says ovarian is bilateral. So, both sides.
Yes, bilateral. More than 20. Tapos may specific size pa siya. I can share naman yung lab result. Tapos ngayon, left is already clear and normal. Tapos yung right ko, reduce na yung size. So, working on it para ma-clear na siya. Sir, first of all, I wanna thank Sir Shyan and Ma'am Jocelyn. Really, as in, sobrang thankful ako sa kanila. I thank God for their lives. I have nothing but gratitude for them. Having this product improve my way of life talaga, as in. Tapos more pa para yung ibang friends ko, actually nakikita na rin nila eh. Encourage ko na rin sila, medyo nire-refer ko na rin sila. Tapos, kaya mo rin to.
Exactly. And just like how Sir Shyan and Ma'am Jocelyn did it to you, it wouldn't be hard anymore because they see the improvement, they see the result on you as well.
Living witness na sila eh, kung ano yung nangyaring changes. Good morning, I am Monique B. Marzad, 31 years old. I'm currently working as a property manager here in BGC. I was diagnosed 2015 with PCOS and I started gaining weight, having high blood sugar and then high cholesterol after I gave birth. And then when I started using PPAR, the migraine episodes, hypogly, and my drastic gaining of weight stopped. As mentioned, I started to lose weight and look more vibrant. So I trust Simply Nature.
Before pregnancy, I'm already taking PPARS. My husband and I, we were really taking, I think during the time, we've been taking it consistently for 5 to 6 months already, PPARS tablets. So, I even think that helped us during the this pregnancy because based on our experience, we had 2 miscarriages before my 3rd pregnancy and my successful pregnancy. And that time, we've been told that, oh, it's not healthy, that's why you're losing the baby. And then we're just, waiting on the Lord and praying for His timing. And during the time when I got pregnant, I also realized that, oh, actually we've been taking PPARS. So, because I've read and heard that PPARS helps with cell repairs, it strengthens your body, it's high in antioxidants and all that. You know, I really think that that contributed for us to have a healthy pregnancy. And yeah, that's what I also took during that time. After I have given birth, I really had difficulty because I had emergency CS. So, but after, on the third day onwards, I was actually feeling better. After giving birth, we're gifted with PPAR, so praise God. And that has helped me a lot because they said that the hormonal changes do not just happen during pregnancy and even after pregnancy. So we started taking PPARs also. And I know mommies who have given birth, I know you can relate to this. If you have experienced constipation before birth, when you have given birth, it becomes like more. It gets to the next level of constipation. So I'm glad I was able to take, and I was introduced to Cleansing Plus of Simply Nature even before pregnancy. So when I experienced all this constipation, when I took Cleansing Plus, it has helped me with my regular bowel movements and to be able to release easier and faster. When I felt constipated, because it's true, even after you have given birth, if you're already constipated, it's like it's gonna go to the next level of constipation. I don't know how it happened, but when I read about it, it's all because of the hormonal changes that happens in our body and our body adjusting and healing. So it's going through a lot. It has helped me because especially if you have given birth, whether that's normal delivery or you had cesarean, you're not really allowed to put pressure when you're about to go. So you're not allowed to push. So the Cleansing Plus really helps, no, for you to be able to release, better and easier. What has helped me in this pregnancy journey and even before that and even after is that I was taking PPARS. My husband and I were taking PPARS tablets. So that has helped me with, of course, the hormonal imbalances. It has helped us to regulate, and it has given us more energy and have healthier bodies. So it has no contraindication, so that could also help you. So you may try on your own and test it for yourself. Hi, I'm Nesta Vicencio, and here's my son, Ethan Kairos. So I had an amazing pregnancy journey and recovery with the help of Simply Nature PPARS. Thank you, Simply Nature. We love you.
Good morning, I'm Mrs. Melinda C. Hispano. Ako po ay na-diagnose ng stage 2B breast cancer and I'm from Muntinlupa City. I'm a public school teacher. Nung nalaman ko po na na-diagnose ako ng breast cancer, syempre may devastated po. And of course, the whole family, parang our world, no, falls apart, no. Sobrang down. There is no symptoms eh. I just felt the lump. Dalawang lump siya sa right breast. And I was not really going for a check-up sa lumps. I was, magpapa-check up ako sa OB-GYN ko. And I was advised to go to the surgeon kaagad. So, after po ng operation, I was asked to go to oncologist. The protocol is to have 8 cycles of chemo and 33 radiation. When I was in the hospital, sa aking bed, browsing through the Facebook, I saw the face of Dr. Jansen. Sabi niya, makakatulong po sa mga chemo patient, yung Simply Nature PPARS. So if you will just try, malaking benefit po sa katulad naming mga cancer patient. I was advised to supplement chemo with PPAR powder saka tablet. So at first I was hesitant kasi very mahal po siya. Pero first chemo ko, taking PPARS, hindi po ako nahirapan. So I was expecting na yung mga nababasa ko, napapanood ko ng mga side effect of chemo. Hindi ko po siya naramdaman. So I was telling my family na parang maganda po yung PPAR sa akin. I finished the whole 8 cycles without any problem. Thanks to my doctor and the Simply PPAR. Kasi po, even my co-teachers, even my family, ang sabi po sa akin, hindi ka mukhang may sakit. So that must be a blessing from up high there, no? That I was able to meet Dr. Jansen and I was able to take Simply Nature PPAR. Latest result of my laboratory, all are normal. Yes, thank you, Lord. Continuous pa rin po yung tablet. So I just ordered 6. 6 ngayong May. So that would last for ilang months. My latest ultrasound, fixed pa din po siya. No calcification or anything. So I thank God for that. Ang papayo ko po sa mga pasyente po na katulad ko, go to the right doctor, no? You pray for the right doctor. Kasi ako pinray ko lang para bigyan kayo ng the right supplements. And para yung journey nyo, yung cancer journey nyo, will be very successful. Kaya nga sabi ko, during my PPAR journey, sabi ko sa sarili ko na I will be the most successful chemo patient in the whole wide world. Thanks, PPAR. I will highly recommend po Simply Nature PPAR kasi based on my own experience, it helps me a lot talaga. And it's a blessing to me na take ko yung PPARs. Kaya nga ang sabi ko, I will be the most successful chemo patient kasi may supplement ako galing sa Simply Nature, which is PPAR powder and PPAR tablet. So, blend together, it helps me a lot. I'd like to thank my daughter, si Cadiz, and also my husband for taking care of me. Hindi siya nagsisisi on that part. Thankful po siya. Kaya nga, nung sabi ko, a-attend kami, and he was very supportive, binatid niya ako dito. I am Melinda C. Spano. I'm a public school teacher. I was diagnosed with stage 2B breast cancer. Upon knowing my situation, it was really a very devastating event. I was advised to do 8 cycles of chemotherapy and natatakot ako dun sa chemotherapy. But with the help of Simply Nature, na-surpass ko, nakatulong po sa akin. It's a big help. Lahat po ng side effects ng chemo, hindi ko po naramdaman. So, I'm very, very thankful to Simply Nature because it really helps me a lot. And ang feeling ko, I'm a very successful chemo patient because of Simply Nature. I trust Simply Nature.
I got diagnosed, I used to be very thin talaga. Thin, with regular menstruation.
Okay.
But late 2015, sometime around December or November, I was diagnosed with PCOS. That time ang PCOS, hindi pa siya basically well explained. Dito na si PCOS nag-strike sa health ko. Nung nag-start akong mag-breastfeed, tapos in-stop ko na lahat. As in, kasi syempre, when you're breastfeeding, hindi ka pwedeng mag-diet. Kaya din siguro, I started having hypoglyce, especially ng afternoon. Tapos, yung weight ko, as in, ang laki ko, I started gaining weight. Super drastic yung pag-change ng weight ko from size 2 to size 8. As in, ang laki. Tapos, ang baba na ng confidence ko. Sabi na ng mga brother ko, mukha na daw akong aparador, mukha na daw akong gasol. Aside from the hypoglyco, drastic weight gain, meron pa akong migraine, chronic migraine. Mainit, malamig, whenever I'm stressed, ang sakit. So, parang binabasag talaga siya. Nahihilo na ako talaga, nagsushoot up yung blood pressure
Kahit
ko.
walang trigger.
Kahit walang trigger.
How did you come across Simply Nature PPARS?
Nalaman ko siya through Ma'am Jansen and Mr. Shyan. So, they introduced PPAR to me kasi one time we were having lunch. So, very big yung appetite ko. Akong excusing mom, always tired meal. Ako, he looks 30s, 20-something, mga ganon. So, sabi ko, gusto ko ako din. Kailangan, paglaki ng anak ko, mukha lang kaming friends. When I started using PPARS, first month pa lang. Actually, first week pa lang, I started texting them na, Sir Shyan, Ma'am Jocelyn, I don't have episodes of migraine at all. Kasi yun talagang kita ko. Kasi everyday nafe-feel mo eh. Wala, even if it's cold, it's hot. Yes, kasi sabi nilang, hirap daw, sabi ng doctors, once you got diagnosed with DM2 or diabetes, it's really hard na i-reverse.
Exactly. How did your doctors react?
They were amazed yung OB ko. First time, kasi OB ko na sila before pa eh. So, first time, since 2015, 2020, tapos may specific size pa siya, I can share naman yung lab result. Tapos ngayon, left is already clear and normal. Tapos yung right ko, reduce na yung size. So, working on it para ma-clear na siya. First of all, I wanna thank Sir Shyan and Ma'am Jocelyn. Really, as in, sobrang thankful ako sa kanila. I thank God for their lives. I have nothing but gratitude for them. Having this product improve my way of life talaga, as in. Tapos more pa para yung ibang friends ko, actually nakikita na rin nila eh. Encourage ko na rin sila, medyo nire-refer ko na rin sila. Tapos, kaya mo rin to.
Exactly. And just like how Sir Shyan and Ma'am Jocelyn did it to you, it wouldn't be hard anymore because they see the improvement, they see the result on you as well.
Living witness na sila eh, kung ano yung nangyaring changes. Good morning, I am Monique B. Marzad, 31 years old. I'm currently working as a property manager here in BGC. I was diagnosed 2015 with PCOS and I started gaining weight, having high blood sugar and then high cholesterol after I gave birth. And then when I started using PPAR, the migraine episodes, hypogly, and my drastic gaining of weight stopped. As mentioned, I started to lose weight and look more vibrant. So I trust Simply Nature.
Even before pregnancy, I'm already taking PPAR.
And we are live! Health Today, everyone! My name is Shyan Lim, a licensed pharmacist and one of your trusted health advisors here in Simply Nature. Today, we are going to look at cancer, specifically breast cancer, from a completely different angle than you might be used to. So usually, when we hear the words breast cancer, the immediate thoughts that come to mind are, there is a lump, syempre. Then, there are abnormal cells inside the lump. And we need to kill those cells. And of course, that is true. But today, I want us to ask a different, powerful question. Where does the cancer cell get the energy to survive and grow? So just like our normal cells, cancer cells require energy, nutrients, and fuel to grow, multiply, repair themselves, and spread. For decades, the dominant question in oncology has been, what kills cancer? So while that question has given us life-saving treatments, modern science is showing us that we also need to ask, what does this cancer depend on to survive? So this is the foundation of cancer metabolism research. By understanding the biology of how a tumor processes nutrients, we can find its specific metabolic weaknesses. So this allows us to move away from only using brute force to destroy cells and instead look at how we can safely biochemically target their internal systems to disrupt the fuel lines they depend on. First, we have the old question, how do we kill the growing cell? This approach drives standard treatments like surgery, radiation, and chemotherapy, you name it. These are absolutely essential, but because they target rapidly dividing cells generally, they often affect even our healthy, rapidly dividing cells too, leading to side effects. Then we have the new metabolic approach. Now, where does the cancer get its energy to survive? So by shifting our focus here, we aren't looking to starve the patient's body. We are looking to identify specific biochemical dependencies that the tumor relies on much more heavily than healthy cells. This opens up the possibility of precision medicine at the cellular level. Now, imagine cancer like a business that wants to expand rapidly, open dozens of new branch, and hire hundreds of staff. To do that, the company needs a massive, constant stream of capital, funding. So if its funding suddenly disappears, then the expansion stops immediately, diba? Cancer cells have the exact same problem. They do not grow spontaneously out of nothing. They require massive metabolic resources, nutrients, and raw building materials to drive their rapid multiplication. If we can interfere with those metabolic pathways and cut off their energy supply, we make tumor expansion incredibly difficult as well. Now, to understand how cancer cells manage their energy, let's look at cellular process called metabolic reprogramming using a kitchen analogy. A healthy cell behaves like a sensible eater. It takes in just enough food, like sugars and fats, to do its daily chores. It's highly flexible, adapting its diet based on what the body actually needs and what fuel is available. However, a breast cancer cell behaves like a ravenous binge-eating machine. It's completely addicted to sugars and fats, hoarding all the nutrients it can find to fuel its rapid division. So essentially, the cancer cell hijacks the control room, disables or bypasses the cellular kitchen manager, and rewires the kitchen so the buffet is always open. Now, many of you have probably heard the common statement, cancer cells love sugar. So if you stop eating sugar, you will stop the cancer. Medically and biologically, this is a dangerous oversimplification. First, our healthy cells absolutely require glucose to function. And second, your body is highly sophisticated. It will naturally maintain blood glucose levels to keep you alive, even if you eat zero carbohydrates. And most importantly, cancer biology is incredibly adaptable. If you block the glucose pathway, the cancer cell doesn't just die. It simply flips to alternative fuel pathway, utilizing fats, amino acids, and ketones to survive. So complete carbohydrate restriction is not a standalone cure and can actually deprive healthy cells too of the vital energy they need to keep you strong during treatment. It's a no-no. This brings us to the star of our show, PPAR. PPAR stands for Peroxisome Proliferator-Activated Receptor. It's a long, complicated name, so let's just think of PPAR as the cell's kitchen manager. Inside the control center of every single cell inside your body, there's a manager sits holding a master clipboard. So PPAR's job is to dictate exactly how the cell handles energy and fats. It constantly senses incoming signals like sugar levels, fat availability, and cellular stress. Based on these signals, it writes down the daily orders. Okay, you burn this fat for energy. Now you store this sugar for later, or we have enough, stop consumption. Ganyan. It keeps the cellular factory balanced and running safely. In our bodies, the kitchen manager, PPARS, operates through three distinct divisions, each with its own specialized role. First, we have PPAR alpha, which we can call the furnace kasi it's heavily involved in burning fatty acids and managing fat metabolism. Second, we have PPAR delta or beta. That's the regulator naman, which helps manage general energy use and support cellular endurance. Lastly, we have PPAR gamma. Yeah, that's the strict health inspector. This division is highly involved in glucose and fat regulation. When PPAR gamma is active, it enforces strict cellular rules, forcing cells to behave normally or shut down consumption entirely. So, what happens in a breast cancer cell? We have discovered that the cancer cell's very first move is to hijack the control room. In many tumors, the kitchen manager, PPAR gamma, has either been put to sleep, bypassed, or silenced entirely. Without the strict health inspector active, the PPAR gamma in the control room, there is no one to enforce boundaries. The cell loses its regulatory limits, allowing a constant, unchecked pipeline of sugars and fats to flood the cell. This unregulated junk food supply is exactly what fuels rapid, uncontrolled division and tumor growth. So this is where the scientific breakthrough becomes incredibly exciting. What if we could wake up the sleeping manager? What if we could give PPAR gamma a megaphone? So to do this, scientists are studying targeted compounds called PPAR agonists, medications, and specific natural compounds designed to fit into that specific receptor. When these compounds bind, they flip the molecular switch of PPAR gamma from off to on. So this reawakens the strict health inspector, giving it a megaphone to forcefully step in and change how the cell handles fat and sugar, overriding the cancer's hijack instructions. And once the manager is reawakened with the megaphone, a powerful three-step starvation mechanism takes place inside the breast cancer cell. Step 1, the kitchen closes. Active PPAR gamma forcefully blocks the cancer cell's hijacked junk food pipelines, shutting down the unchecked entry of sugars and fats. Step 2, the cell starves, syempre, because cancer cells are hyper addicted to massive, continuous energy inputs. Suddenly, shutting down the buffet causes a sudden critical energy deficit. And step 3, growth stops. Deprived of its essential fuel, the breast cancer cell can no longer divide. It's forced to stop multiplying, and in many laboratory studies, it either reverts to behaving normally or triggers its own self-destruct sequence known as apoptosis. Yeah. Wait lang. I want to pause here and make an absolutely critical medical distinction. When we talk about starving cancer, we must never confuse starving the patient with starving the cancer. Starving the patient means deliberately avoiding eating or restricting nutrition. This is highly dangerous. Your healthy cells need proper nutrition also to function and repair themselves. And a malnourished body is far more vulnerable to treatment toxicity and weakness. Now, starving the cancer is a biochemical strategy. It means using targeted therapies to block the specific abnormal metabolic pathways that cancer cells depend on without harming your body's overall nutritional status. Our goal is to keep the patient strong and nourished while selectively shutting down the fuel lines of the tumor. And one of the primary reasons we cannot apply a single metabolic magical bullet is that breast cancer is not just one disease, it's highly personalized. We categorize breast cancers into distinct molecular subtypes such as ER positive, and PR positive, HER2 positive, and triple negative breast cancer. These subtypes do not behave the same way. They do not respond to the same medicines. Keep that in mind. And they have entirely different metabolic profiles and energy dependencies. The future of cancer therapy is not a one-size-fits-all approach. It's a finding the specific metabolic vulnerability of your specific tumor subtype. Because cancer is a complex adaptive system, metabolic therapies are not meant to replace standard cancer treatments. Instead, we should view modern breast cancer as a puzzle. So each piece has a vital role. surgery and radiation physically remove the primary tumor. Then we have chemotherapy. It destroys the rapidly dividing cells. We also have hormone therapy that blocks the growth signals. And lastly, immunotherapy unleashes the body's systemic defenses. So metabolic targeting and PPAR pathway regulation represents an exciting integrating central piece of this puzzle. It's designed to work alongside these established treatments, weakening the cancer cells and making them much more vulnerable to chemotherapy, radiation, and hormone therapies. As cancer metabolism becomes a popular topic, it's unfortunately surrounded by misinformation and exaggerated claims. So now, to help us explore this topic more deeply and understand how we can apply these concepts in our everyday lives, it's my pleasure to introduce our speaker, Dr. Jansen Kalalan, a distinguished graduate of St. Luke's College of Medicine. Dr. Kalalan is a diplomate of both the International Board of Lifestyle Medicine and the Philippine College of Lifestyle Medicine. He currently serves as an integrative oncology practitioner at several renowned institutions, including Alta Integrative Medicine and Wellness Complex of Perpetual Health Medical Center Las Piñas, Tree of Life Wellness Center, Centro Holístico, Meta Medica, and Simply Healed Medical Group. There, he offers integrative therapies that complement conventional treatment and provides patient-centered care to those who have chosen to pursue their own path through cancer. Good evening po, Doc. Okay, welcome back to Dr. Jansen. Let's start with our first question coming from Miss Jill. Can Cleansing Plus help overweight patients?
Yes, definitely. Okay, ganito kasi yun, no? If you're overweight, how can you lose weight? So strategies on how you can lose weight. Of course, number one, calorie deficit.
Mm.
So paano ka magka-calorie deficit? So you have to eat less or you have to eat foods that are very bulky and low in calories. So examples would be, of course, obviously plant foods. All plant foods are very low in calories. Basta it's not processed. Whole plant foods, unprocessed food that's grown, they're generally very low in calories and they're very bulky. Okay, so what makes them bulk up or what makes them bulky is the fiber. So of course, this is uh, an advice na minana natin from sa pangalolo at lola natin lagi sinasabi, 'di ba, eat your vegetables, eat your vegetables.
True.
Pero in reality kasi ang hirap for some people to eat plant foods. So how you can transition is by increasing fiber intake. So one example would be Cleansing Plus. Kasi Cleansing Plus is one of the main ingredients of that is psyllium husk. Psyllium husk is basically fiber. Okay? So you can drink that to make you feel fuller while lowering the amount of calories that your body actually absorbs. Kasi ang psyllium husk is you don't absorb that. So ano lang 'yun, ang main ano nga ng psyllium husk is ano 'yun for constipation, stool, pang bulk up ng stool 'yon. So when the stool bulks up, you go to the bathroom, no? So with Cleansing Plus, mababulk up yung stool mo, you go to the CR more often. uh, you would eat less, number one, kasi ano siya, very filling siya. Number two, you go to the restroom more often. So, essentially, yung energy na na-absorb ng body mo would be less. So, that's one strategy on how you can lose weight, basically for overweight people. Okay? Yun. So so definitely cleansing plus can. Pero ano to ha, you have to be careful kasi some people nagkakaroon ng bloatedness, excessive flatulence when they drink cleansing plus. So usually ano lang yan, during the initial phase lang yan when you're
Mm.
taking it. Pero eventually mawawala yon. So you just have to
Push through it.
push through it, oo. Just drink more water para
Okay.
to keep you hydrated and so that hindi magkaroon ng rebound constipation. Kasi ang psyllium husk ano yan eh, that will absorb high amounts of water. Yun, to hold yeah. Yun ang action ng ng psyllium husk. So in principle ganun siya nakakatulong for weight loss.
Okay. Thank you, Doc. Moving on to the next question. This is a question for her husband. I had 30 vials for 30 days and then powder for 20 days with the dosage 2 scoops 3 times a day, all with 30 tablets per day. So I started this last June 27 pa and ending tomorrow. So what can you recommend next? The health issue is colon cancer stage 3B, tumor removed last May 12.
Okay, I have to make an assessment muna in terms of the inflammatory markers. Kung wala yung inflammatory marker, I wouldn't know what to advise next. Okay. So kailangan ko 'yun. The protocol kasi of Simply Nature, the way we do it kasi is by correlating it with the present situation of the body of the patient. So hindi siya yung, okay, first month, ano ka muna, ito muna iti-take mo. Next month, ito naman. Third month, ito naman. Hindi siya ganun na dekahon. Okay, so it should always be correlated with the current condition of the patient. So that's why, hindi ko masabi kung ano yung protocol na susunod na dapat gamitin without seeing the patient, without looking at the labs. Okay? Yun.
Yeah, so for those of you who wish to have a consult with Dr. Jansen Kilalan, you can schedule an appointment using the link in the description box and comment section below. We have our healthcare specialist, Miss Beth and Miss Irish. Next question po from Pao Lorenzo. My mother has a breast cancer metastasized to the brain already, and doctor told us that she will live for 3 to 6 months only remaining. No? So what PPARs can you recommend that can help her?
Depende if the patient can still swallow o kung naka-NGT siya. So that dyan magdedepend yun. And again, the inflammatory markers would have to be factored in. So if the patient is on NGT, definitely we are limited to the liquid. Okay? Actually liquid lang. Tablets to a certain degree because you can actually crush the tablets and
Yes.
flush it down the NGT. Pero if the patient can swallow properly, then nandiyan yung option ng the entire arsenal, no? Yung lahat ng product ng Simply Nature can be used. So essentially what product can be used would depend on the inflammatory markers, but I would generally start with the liquid, especially if the patient is really very very weak na. Yan. So doon ako magi-start.
Saka meron na ring metastasis, Doc, so definitely stage 4.
Yeah,
We really
stage 4
need the
definitely. Yes.
highest concentration liquid.
Yeah.
Okay po. Next question coming from Mr. Gino Punzalan. Can PPARs help with nose polyps?
Okay, ito yung medyo the direct answer is I don't know. Okay? But nasal polyps kasi usually nagkakaroon yan if may repeated inflammatory reaction doon sa nasal cavity. Okay? Kaya nagkakaroon ng outpouching. So, one benefit that Simply Nature PPARS has kasi is it has very good anti-inflammatory properties. So, in that sense, pwede siyang subukan. Okay? Because in theory, it can work, no? Pero again, it depends on how big the nasal polyp is as well. Because if the polyp is too big, then hindi yun gagana. Okay? But nevertheless, nasal polyps in general, we can try to attempt to baka lumiit siya. So the product that I would choose for this would definitely be the liquid. Okay? So ano muna, siguro a month or two of trying, see if there would be any improvements. Kung wala, then yun, pupunta ka ngayon doon sa steroid use, inhalational steroids or surgery. Depende kung gaano kalaki yung nasal polyp. Okay? Yan.
Okay. Wow. You have lots of questions today, Doc. Next
Sige.
question coming from Mia Ramos. Can maintaining healthy weight help to prevent lung cancer?
Yes, definitely. Kasi obesity is actually one of the major risk factors for developing cancer. Not just lung cancer, ha. This is cancer in general. Okay. So definitely. So if you are not overweight or you're not obese, then definitely yung risk of developing cancer will be lower compared to a person who is overweight or obese.
Correct. Okay, next question coming from Cindy. Is there a specific size ng bukol sa breast na pwede sabihin required na talaga ipabiopsy?
The size, not so much the size, but if the size is increasing, number one, ano yan, that would contribute to the decision of getting a biopsy. Number two, yung BIRAD scoring. So you need an ultrasound and a mammogram, especially mammogram, kasi no matter the size of a breast mass, if meron siyang speculations na nakita doon sa mammogram, definitely kailangan i-biopsy yan. Kahit pa less than 1 centimeter yung nodule. Kasi there are breast cancers which are less than 1 centimeter that appears as speculations already on mammogram, then that would warrant biopsy. So it's not really the size per se, but the mammogram finding kung may speculations or wala. So sa ultrasound, it has to be correlated with ultrasound as well. But sa ultrasound naman, what we want to find out there are the axillary lymph nodes kung merong malaki or normal ba. Yan, especially kung may malaking axillary lymph node. Axillary lymph node means yung mga lymph node sa kilikili. Okay? So yun siya. So but yun nga, going back to the question, ang pinaka-important dito is the mammogram finding. So especially if you are diagnosed with BIRADS 4 and up, then yung likelihood of getting diagnosed with cancer mas mataas kasi.
There you go, guys. Next question coming from Miss Angela. I have elevated blood sugar. I also have PCOS. And my OB encouraged me to take monaduro, is tirzepatide. Okay. So for weight loss and for my insulin resistance, can I take also cleansing plus together with the monaduro?
Yes, Munjaro yun. Munjaro
Oo
yung
nga, wrong spelling
brand.
din. Monjaro.
Well, tirzepatide peptides yan eh. So tirzepatide is one of the GLP-1 agonist, no? Ano yan? Ang tirzepatide is dual. Dual action yan. So anyway, the main action of Munjaro is for weight loss and to manage metabolic issues. So that's the main action, that's the benefit of tirzepatide. So on top of that, if you would want to get more weight loss, then of course doon papasok yung fiber, eating better, PPARS, etc. Those things. So those can definitely be combined. But there are a lot of studies actually coming out na tirzepatide is able to reverse PCOS. Actually, hindi na PCOS yan eh.
Oh,
PMOS na eh.
famous. Yes. Well,
Okay, wala nang
famous.
PCOS ngayon. Yeah, they updated the term. So it's PMOS already. Okay?
Okay, next question. Can cleansing plus be taken daily even after losing weight already?
Can cleansing plus can be used daily even after losing weight? Yes, definitely yes. Again, cleansing plus is fiber supplement. So this is something that you can take every single day. No harm will cause naman. Yeah, you won't lose further weight if you continue taking it, okay? Because it's fiber.
That's actually the next question, Doc. For slim patient, will it further reduce weight?
No,
No,
it won't. Unless you are doing something or you have a condition that makes you lose weight even further. So again, cleansing plus is a fiber supplement. You don't lose more weight by taking more of it.
Okay. Good news,
Ano lang,
guys.
you will just poo more often. Poop more often.
Okay.
Yun lang.
Next question coming from Nikki Cruz. Mabibreak po ba ang fasting ko kapag uminom ako ng PPARS capsule or liquid extract?
Yes. Yes. Because the paper capsule and the liquid extract are made from fatty acids, so those have calories. So it can break the fasting. But if by fasting if you are doing fasting because you are going to have your blood draw, then it would be better to not take this for the meantime. Okay. However, if you're fasting just for the sake of fasting and you're trying to lose weight, then it will not affect the fasting state.
Okay.
Yeah, it won't affect it too much. Yeah, so those are two different goals that you're trying to achieve.
Thanks. Okay. Next question coming from Mark Sabado. My father passed away due to lung cancer. Ano po gagawin ko para ma-prevent ito? I think for
Lung cancer can be familial. What you can do to prevent cancer is to live a healthy lifestyle. So eat healthy, exercise, then sleep better, no, sleep well, then stress less. So those are the things that you can do. Yeah. And then of course, you have to get tested, screening. So screening tests for lung cancer per se are low dose CT scan. If you want to go for more advanced testing, then liquid biopsy can help. RGCC can help you with that, no? If you want to know more about RGCC, you can schedule a consult because I can help you with the testing with RGCC. But yeah, screening for lung cancer would be, of course, your typical chest X-ray and then the low dose CT scan.
Does the 10 years before applies though?
Not so much for lung cancer.
Okay.
Not so much. So I would generally advise screening depending on the age when the patient was first diagnosed. Yeah.
Okay.
Or rule of thumb, when you cross 50.
Matagal-tagal pa. Okay. Next question coming from Bon. I'm a cancer survivor. What needs to take to prevent recurring?
Okay. There's no specific thing that you have to take to prevent recurrence. Ultimately, the protocol that you have to take would depend on the guidelines. Okay. So what I mean by that is no specific general thing. It's it's very difficult for a doctor to say that okay, take ka lang ng ganitong substance or take ka ng ganitong supplement, you would be able to prevent cancer. No. The prevention protocol would depend on the type of cancer that you have. Number one. So what the guidelines say about that, the prevention or the reduction of recurrence, no? Recurrence prevention for that specific cancer. For the natural substances, I usually advise patients to go for a liquid biopsy test and see what natural substances actually kills the circulating tumor cells. So this is more personalized medicine already. So we don't guess or we don't just blanket prescribe a protocol to a patient and then later on we would wonder, why did I have my recurrence? I thought this protocol would work, right? So of course the liquid biopsy would be very costly. So without doing the liquid biopsy, there are mechanistic strategies on what you can take to reduce recurrence. And the protocol would now depend. Actually, this is very tricky. Oh, kasi imagine you are someone who's in remission. So PET CT scan would turn out negative. Okay, so you'd be on a protocol. The question there would be, what protocol you take, how long should you take it, when do you stop? Okay? So that's why the liquid biopsy is very important. Measuring the number of circulating tumor cells is very important because now that would be the basis of when you should stop, no? Is the protocol working? When you should stop, how long should you take it, and what substances to take? Okay, so we're not trying to guess and do trial and error for this one. Okay, this is unlike before wherein we don't have this information. Yeah.
Thank God. Okay.
Mhm.
We're almost at the end of tonight's session. This will be our last question for the evening. Very, very quick lang. Coming from Miss Melody, I'm a post-surgery for cataract. What needs to take to recover faster? Can PPARS help pa?
Yeah, recovery from any surgery faster. I would take the soft gel. I would take the soft gel. Yeah. So you can recover faster. Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry, Doc. Meron last question
Okay,
pa, no?
sure. Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
What is it in the algae that helps the activity of the PPARs in the cell?
Okay. So the name of the product is PPAR agonists, no? Simply nature PPAR. So what is PPARs? PPARs is Peroxisome Proliferator-Activating Receptors. The keyword there is receptor. Okay? So that PPAR is located inside the nucleus of the cell. Okay? So the cell has so you have your cell. Inside the
Okay.
cell is the nucleus. So the nucleus,
Yes.
the surface of the nucleus are the PPAR receptors. Okay, PPAR. So now when we talk about agonists, these are substances that attach to that receptor. Okay, and whatever that uh ang medical term ligand eh. Whatever that molecule is that attaches to that receptor will enact its action depending on what PPAR receptor is activated. So simply nature, PPARs are agonists. So meaning the product contains molecules that activate the PPAR receptors. So the molecules are fatty acids. Those are the PPAR agonists. The fatty acids. Okay? Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry, tune in next week so our PPARS expert Sershan can explain it further pa. And it looks like we've covered all our questions. So as we wrap up this evening, we'd love to hear your final thoughts for our viewers, Doc.
Yeah, a few words lang. Thank you everyone for attending tonight's webinar, asking your questions. Keep them coming because we're learning a lot, and I hope you also learn a lot from our conversation, no? So yeah, yun lang. Keep dry because it's raining all week. Next week, it looks like it's going to rain all week again. So keep dry, everyone. Okay, so good night. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much to our expert, Dr. Jansen Kalalan, for that very insightful and empowering discussion. If you have any follow-up question, don't worry, we will answer each of them next webinar or via direct message. Stay informed, stay hopeful, and we'll see you again in our next weekly health webinar, same day, same time, every Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. But before we officially sign off, we'd like to share some exciting ongoing promos from Simply Nature. So, if you've been dealing with stubborn eczema, psoriasis, acne, rashes, or any recurring skin irritation, try AD Pro Skin Serum. It's designed to support your skin barrier, calm irritation, and help rebalance stressed out skin. And the best part, buy one get one promo is still ongoing. Available now on official website, Shopee, Lazada Mall, and walk-in BGC Taguig office. And if tonight's webinar gave you hope, our next event will take you even deeper. Mark your calendars for our exclusive VIP meetup on August 19. That's Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. where Mr. Shyan Lim, our PPARS expert from Singapore, will share reclaiming your health strategies to stop cancer recurrence in its tracks. So this is an exclusive Zoom session where we'll go deeper into long-term recovery, cellular wellness, and practical strategies for maintaining your health. Plus, enjoy exclusive promos, VIP raffle prizes, and a live question and answer portion. These exclusive promos include Like if you buy a PPARS powder jar or a PPARS liquid vial, you will automatically get a free bottle of PPARS Plus worth 2,000 pesos. So to reserve your slot, simply contact your assigned client service officer. And we do all of this because we know cancer doesn't rest on weekends. So Simply Nature office is now open on Saturdays to better serve our clients. You may now place online orders and schedule product pickups every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pickup location is here in Capital House Building, Bonifacio Global City, Taguig. And for this upcoming Saturday, get a quick health advice with genuine care and support from someone who understands how it feels to be in your journey. That would be Miss Sheila Sampaio. So thank you once again for watching Simply Nature webinar powered by SMG or Simply Healed Medical Group, because your curiosity and victory about your health condition is what fuels our mission. Here in Simply Nature, we're always with you from start to healing.